I don't know if you can hear me. Okay, that's your DPS side? Or is that tank side? Okay. Inspect my artifacts. This is what makes you an awesome tank. These artifacts is what you need as an ice tank. The ones you have are no good. Oh, because if you look at the stats, um, the strategist gives me the heals because I heal myself, and the Lamort quite literally boosts your might, which helps your shield, especially with the mystic symbol of the 7. Your might affects the mystic. That's why I live forever and my shields do not break. Everything you've seen on YouTube is a lie, especially with Obsidian Chills since he got canceled. Game Boy, Death Before Cough, and the other ones. They want to make sure that you don't know how to effectively ice tank and not die. Because quite literally, I cannot die. I live forever. And it pisses off a lot of DPSs. Plus, I refuse to pick up the DPSs. And I use the 4 shield rotation. Yes, this is my main. I am an ice tank. I tank absolutely everything. People actually pay me to tank stuff for them. That's 2 shields, 3 shields. The 4th shield comes with the weapon upgrade and with the mystical symbol of the 7 gives me my 5th shield. That's why ice is untouchable. And yeah, this is also my main DPS. But I don't have all elite gear because that's all on my healer. So I could buy out the feat. But my rotation is different and you will not find it on YouTube because I will not share it with those chumps. Mind you, they've been trying to copy me for the last 14 years. Yes, because when they make a video, they want to make sure that you don't uh, exceed and be a better player in the game. That's why they do that. They throw you off on purpose because they actually think when you're watching those videos, they want you to be a really awesome player. No, they make you buy and upgrade these things only because Daybreak is paying them to make sure that you take all those things. Yeah, I stopped doing YouTube videos 10 years ago because everything that I have from test server is nobody else's business. I keep it to myself. But for your tank side, I can show you what you're missing to be an indestructible ice tank. Red Tornado, yeah, that's for a rage tank. That's not for ice. But at least you have the Mystic symbol. Mercy, that's not for a tank. That's for a healer. And Scrap of the Soul Cloak, that's for precision DPS. And Eye of Gemini is a might DPS. Oh, like I said, just inspect me. This is what you need for an effective ice tank. And like I said, uh, manacles, which is boosting symbols of the seven, because those are a duo artifacts. You can't tank ice tank without the both. Lasso, because you need the pulls, because let me go to my traits. Oh, where's that stupid pull? Yeah, inescapable storm is trash. That's why I use mesmerizing lasso, because once you get it to 160, it pulls absolutely everything. And the strategic card, the Lamore card, doubles down and enhances mystical and manacles of force. Because when I tank, first shield, Epimancy, dance, pull, second shield, which is hard light with my dom and my bind. It doesn't, I take no damage. And Tempest is my third shield in my loadout. But when you have that go to my weapon, I have Absorption Adapter, which gives me another shield. And with Mystic Symbol of the 7, that's your 5th shield. Because I run a 5 shield rotation. It gives the healers a break. Oh, traits. Loadouts. Nope. That points. Uh, don't go fucking hybrid. Do not go hybrid. Go super powered. Because that's the reason why I use the 2 artifacts. Your might enhances your shields. Anybody that goes hybrid, just like, no, give your head a shake. Don't ever do that. Ever. Go super powered. And then just do the regular tank traits. That hybrid bullshit, that's for precision players. That's not for a might based tank. Oh, like I said, I only have 453 skill points, but I go super powered, critical healing chance, critical healing magnitude, put 20 in restoration because you have to, because that's where your shield and your might comes from, and then put the rest in the health. Because you have to shield, like when you use your shield, the mods that I have in your hands is regenerative shielding. Every single shield you pop, you regenerate health. And to answer your question, no, I do not block. I do not block on anything that I do in every single raid, alert, duo, and everything. I have never had to block ever. And I heal myself all the time. Yes. Like I said, those videos that you've been watching, they're garbage. At least now that you're talking with me, I can walk you through it, and it's not an issue. It's not that hard. It's quite easy, actually. That's why you don't see any of my videos. I stopped doing videos a decade ago. Oh yes. The cat is for damage because I'm not a battle tank. I'm not really a battle tank, but yes. Because every single raid that I've been running for the last 3 months, the controller does not do his job. Literally every 3 months, or I should say for the last 3 months, every single raid I've been in, the controller won't do its job. And then I get in trouble because I'm doing uh, pulls and everything, and I'm doing all the pickups, which is just stupid. Because I have yet to run into a raid where a controller does his job, even in Elite. Not one controller will do his job. That's why I have those allies. Because running my rotation, it doesn't use that much power, but when I'm popping shields, especially in Escapable Storm, I think it's Escapable. Oh, Shadow Restraints. Because when you get juggled, yeah. When I'm popping this, shield, weapon mastery, pull, weapon mastery, other shield, weapon mastery, pull. I mean, I don't use any power because of my allies. I'm not there to do damage. I'm there to make sure that I can keep my power bar up without a controller. And there's not too many OGs left that use weapon mastery. And I do. Now that weapon mastery is fixed. Yeah, every single tune that I have, I use weapon mastery on them all. People don't understand. If you actually use weapon mastery, it's not for damage. It's to build your power bar. And people are just like, eh, my 90 skill points is fucking awesome. It's like, no, your 90 skill points is a fucking joke. You spend $4,000 on artifacts and you have 90 skill points. You're a fucking joke. Yes, but I will correct you on that. Arts and gear is one thing, but skill points, like I said, I have 450. So I'm not even going to use weapon mastery. I'm just going to go through my trade. And nothing. My power bar doesn't even go down, only because of my skill points. Now, if you go over to the respec tray, only use 90 skill points, and use the exact same power tray that I just finished doing, you're going to be out of power before you do this, and this. You're going to be out of power. And then they bitch at the controllers. It's like, well, I need power, I need power. And then the controller will say, fuck you, go take a fucking cola, because you have 90 fucking skill points. That's why a lot of these little assholes get kicked out of Elite. Yes, you paid $3,000 to get 5 level 200 artifacts, but with 90 skill points, you're fucking garbage in Elite. Yeah. But anyways, oh, what's your loadout for tank? Left or right? I'll wait. Oh. Oh yeah, that's right. You don't have a lasso. I have the same thing. The only thing is I don't use that pull only because I use lasso. But lasso is shit until you get it up to 160. So you're still good. And I also notice you don't use jump cancel. Oh yeah. No. Keep the supercharge because we all need that. Is that you use? Was that Frost Snipe or was that other one? Only because you don't have um, mesmerizing lasso. Yeah, that one. That still works. That works literally because when I'm in Apocalypse, when you're chasing that boat thingy, that thingy still pulls all the ads into the fire. Yeah. Like I said, if you just look at my arts, this is what you need to be a completely effective, non-killable ice tank, and you will literally live forever. You don't need a healer. You don't need a controller. Oh no, my other account 9 months ago, it was maxed out because, like I said, I was an OG. I'm still an OG, but my testing account got banned, so I had to start all over again. And I've done a lot in the last 11 months. I have 16 teams up to 485. It's just that I'm not paying money for artifacts. My tester account, yes, I had 17 artifacts at 200. Yeah, I don't pay for nothing. I refuse to pay for anything. I'm not letting Danny and Stephanie fucking jerk my chain. Oh, Mystic? Nah. Once you get to the 160, it pretty well takes care of itself. Because unless you have Lasso at 200, Mystic doesn't really work that well. But all you have to do is get it to 160. Mystic will take care of itself. That's the reason why I never went any farther than 160. because you can't pull any more ads, and it doesn't give you a boost. Well, it gives you a boost because it's only 2% of totality of damage. Like, who gives a shit? You're running a 5 shield rotation, so yes. Well, you have me at it, so if you have any other questions or anything else, don't be afraid to ask. Oh, before you go, did you run your raids? Oh, yeah. There are no more tanks anymore. And when I am on, people pay a lot of money for me to tank for them. And I average anywhere in between 6 to 10 million a week because people need tanks. Oh, okay. No, that's cool. Like I said, I got you added. Uh, gonna go for a smoke because I don't really want to run this tune, but it was great talking with. Well, talking is one-sided conversation, but I have you added on this tune. And any help that you need for anything, just let me know. I'll help. Yes. You have a pleasant evening, and hopefully you do great with your endeavors. But I'm always around, so don't be afraid to ask. All right, dude. Oh, my back. But I gotta go. Well, I'm going for a smoke. Have a pleasant evening.